Hey everybody, so I made a post yesterday sharing a picture of me holding my old pants, and in that post I stated that I had started 4 Plexus products when I started my new product regimen back in November. So I'm going to share with all of you those 4 products that I added in. I'm getting so many messages. I probably have over 400 or 500 messages, and I just don't have the time to really respond to all of them and do all that. So I wanted to go live and just share that with you. That way, if you want to share this video with somebody that you're trying to help, you can go ahead and do that. So for those of you that have not been watching my journey, back in November, I was about 4.5 months postpartum with Penny. I was breastfeeding. I still am breastfeeding actually. And I just decided that it was time to lose the weight. And how was I going to do this? You know, there's definitely many different things you can do to lose weight. You can cut calories. You can, I don't know. You guys know. So anyways, I looked into intermittent fasting and then adding in some Plexus supplements because there were a few things that I did not take while I was pregnant. They're newer products that came out in the past, like maybe year or two. And you know that Knox, he's just a year older than Penny. So there were just a few things that I had added in. So we're just gonna go over those real quick. Feel free to share this video. Feel free to drop any questions in the comments, and I will go through the comments at the end and answer those for you guys so I can help you out as much as possible. So, okay, so November 10th is when I started this, and I have lost almost 90 pounds since November. Now, mind you, I lose 7 or 8 pounds a month, and that's not very fast, and everybody wants fast weight loss. So one thing I wanted to address is this isn't about speeding up the process, it's about trusting the process and just being consistent. And that's why this works for me, because I still enjoy food. I don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. and do exercise for an hour, because I know me. If I'm gonna exercise, I'm probably gonna out-eat the benefits of my exercise. So I don't exercise. I was walking for, you know, maybe 6 weeks. I was doing really good. I was doing 3 miles a day with Knox and Penny, but you know, we just fall out of routine. Life gets busy. So we're gonna go over that, and I hope you guys learned something from this. So I've always taken our gut health products because I just think it's very important to, you know, stay healthy, have good digestion, put the good bacteria back in. So that's gonna be where BioCleanse and ProBio5 come in. So BioCleanse is your magnesium. It's a magnesium flush for your intestines. I actually take 6 of these a day, and I know that seems like a lot, but that's just what I need to keep me regular. So I do 3 in the morning and 3 at night. But the average dose for BioCleanse is 4 a day. Some people do this after a meal. I personally don't do that. I just throw them in the morning, I throw them in at night, because that's just easier for me. So I do 6 of these a day. When I used to do 4. When I first started Plexus for the first couple years, I only did 4, but when I got pregnant, I needed 6. And I've just stayed on 6 because 6 works really well for me. And actually, Penny and Knox get this. They get half a capsule every day to help them go potty too. So that's working really well for them. And for them, I just twist it open and I mix in food. So BioCleanse, I've always taken that. ProBio5, this is gonna put the good bacteria back into your gut, keep your immune system nice and strong. It balances out intestinal yeast, which is awesome. For those of you that don't know, we're born with a little bit of yeast, and we need it for when we die so our body can decompose. But what happens is over time with our modern lifestyle, we just get this overgrowth of yeast in our guts. Everybody can get it. It comes from stress, medications, and the things we eat. That's why this probiotic is so amazing. Over-the-counter probiotics do not have that ingredient that ProBio5 has that can break away the hard shell of yeast and get it out of your system. And another thing that people will say is they'll say, well, Jwana, my probiotic has 10 billion CFUs per capsule and yours only has 2 billion. Well, guess what, guys? Plexus doesn't need to overcompensate with fillers in their products. ProBio5 works when it hits your gut, not when it hits your tongue. It's freeze-dried, so we don't need to overcompensate in any of our products. So I've always used this. Vital Biome I've always used, and I actually think it's really important for weight loss because stress is really bad, at least for me with weight loss. If I'm very stressed, I'm gonna have a harder time losing weight. So Vital Biome is a sister product to Probio 5. It does not replace one, or it does not replace each other. It has completely different strains, and this is gonna help with stress, anxiety, and GI distress. So I've always used this, I've always used this, I've always used this. X Factor Plus, this is our multivitamin. It has aloe. It's going to increase your body's absorption by 300%. If your multivitamin over the counter does not have aloe, you're probably not absorbing it and you're just wasting it out. So you want to have a quality multivitamin. So I've always taken that. This actually replaced my prenatal. Folic acid is a synthetic ingredient. This has folate. Folate comes right from the plant. It's already methylated. Your body does not need to work to convert it. So you're only going to get, again, the highest quality with Plexus, no synthetic ingredients or fillers. And then Mega X, I actually just started my dad on this. You think of fish oil, but it's a plant-based omega. It has omegas 3, 6, 9, 5, and 7, where most fish oils only have omega-3. So check your fish oil. If it only has omega-3 and it's huge, definitely consider Mega X because you're going to get more out of this one, and it's plant-based, so no fishy burps, no mercury, and all things like that. So I just started my dad on this. So I've always taken these 5 right here, okay? And I was using the Microbiome Slim. So for those of you that don't know, Plexus has 2 Slims, okay? So when I started this weight loss regimen, and everybody says, don't cut calories when you're breastfeeding, don't do this, don't do that, whatever. I was using this one, and I used this one while I was pregnant. It helped greatly with my swelling. My Plexus babies are very healthy. This Slim has prebiotics, so you think of Miracle-Gro. It's fertilizer for your gut bacteria. This stuff is good. I recommend this Slim for anybody that's pregnant, has a lot of health issues, or on weight maintenance. So when I get to weight maintenance, I will actually switch over to this Slim. I like the taste of this one better. It tastes like a watermelon flavored Jolly Rancher. But right now, while I'm trying to lose weight, I'm drinking this Slim. This is our Hunger Control Slim. So I'm gonna probably lose, maybe try 10 more pounds. I've always said I want to get to 100 and just kind of see where things go from there. I got a little bit on the back of my legs that I still want to lose. All right, well, let's talk about the 4 products that I switched or added in when I started my new weight loss regimen. So first of all, I switched to Hunger Control Slim. How I do my Slim is I like to have this an hour before I close my window. So when I first started this Plexus with intermittent fasting, my window was 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now, one mistake I think a lot of people make is they eat really late in the day. Their window goes from, say, 12 to 8. I personally think that's too late to be eating. Your digestion slows down a lot at night. You really should try to cut that back if you're wanting weight loss. And you just kind of have to think of what sacrifices do you want to make, and just go with that. So I like to have this about an hour before I close my window. So I switched to this Slim. I do mix our Slim and our Active drink together. Active is a plant-based peach mango flavored energy drink, but when you think of energy drink, it's not like your typical Red Bull, 5-Hour Energy, things like that. Can you just stay there, please? Okay, thank you. Trip's bringing the vacuum up. So I do mix these together every single day. I have not missed a day, and I actually mix our collagen with it too. So this was one of the products I added in. This product actually came out in November when I got back from Arizona. Went down to corporate for leadership training in November. This was home at my doorstep waiting for me. So I started this brand new collagen. So when you're mixing up your slimming collagen, you want to add the collagen in first. I do 2 heaping scoops, and then I put these right on top, and that is, the collagen is going to act like a barrier so that the Slim and Active doesn't sink down to the bottom. So I do these 3, I mix them all together, and I like to have these about an hour before I close my window. You only want to have these 3 products in your feasting window, not your fasting window. So I added this one in, I add the Slim in. And the collagen, you guys, if you're trying to lose weight, this stuff is amazing. Okay, so you know I'm down 90 pounds. There might be some things I repeat. But look at my arms, you guys. I mean, I'm not flexing right now. And that's what I got for saggy skin. And you know I don't work out. So this collagen is bioavailable. It means your body is going to absorb it and not waste it. It mixes up super smooth. It took care of the chicken skin on the back of my arms within 30 days. I don't have a lot of saggy skin, but that's also because I've been losing weight slowly and healthy, 7 to 8 pounds a month, you guys, and it adds up over time. So these two products, and then I'm sure you guys can guess, I added in Metaburn and Balance. I'd never taken Metaburn. When I was pregnant with Penny, I wanted to, but babies metabolize differently in utero, so I didn't. But Metaburn, awesome, you guys, super awesome. It boosts your metabolism, it burns belly, hip, and thigh fat, it gives you energy, better moods. I really feel like the longer you take this, the better it is. And then Balance. So for Metaburn, I personally take 2 Metaburn every single morning. I wake up and I take Metaburn because I just need something to get me going for the day. I'm not like a peppy morning cheerleader person. I don't drink coffee. So Metaburn does it for me. So in the morning when I start my day, I do 2 Metaburn and I do 1 Vital Biome. That's what I do in the morning. And then I will take Balance, 2 capsules, 30 minutes before I break my fast. And the reason I do that is because, one, my first meal is my biggest meal of the day, not my last meal. I think that is a typical traditional American thing to have your last meal be the largest meal of the day. That is a huge no-no if you're trying to lose weight. Do not do that. So Balance, 2 capsules. It's going to block the absorption of those carbs and sugars up to 48%. And when I take it in the morning before my first meal, it helps me delay another 30 minutes. So that's great for fat burning as well. I don't have Block out here. I do use Block almost daily. Block and Balance are very similar. Balance is newer. It's got better ingredients. You do need to take it 30 minutes before you eat. Block you can take right before you eat. So that one's really good to have when you're ready to close your window, because when you want to close your window for the day, like, you just need to be done. And it's okay to be done early. You can fast longer than 16 hours, but I always say don't go under 16 hours for weight loss. But when you do intermittent fasting with Plexus combined, you are setting yourself up for success. This is not a fad. This is not like a gimmick, a magical unicorn drink. This stuff is amazing. These are high quality supplements, and when you do those together, so people say I can do intermittent fasting on my own. Like, that's great, you totally can, but I don't need a special diet. I don't exercise. I greatly enjoy food. Like, every single weekend, my husband and I, we go to Chipotle. Yesterday we got ice cream, and that's the reason I can stick with this and do this every single day, because I'm able to eat the foods that I enjoy. I do fast every day, and I always say weekends are not a special occasion. They're not a special occasion, you guys. Another thing I wanted to touch on was plateaus. I really don't believe in plateaus. When that happens and the scale stops moving, that's really just a sign that your body is going through a reset. And those are really important. And that happens to me every single month. I would have a month where maybe the scale didn't move, or maybe it went up a little bit, but the next week or the week after, there would be that big flush. But you have to stick with it. I just find that when people hit plateaus, they tend to throw in the towel and they take a week off and then they start over, and that just doesn't work. That's one thing I haven't done, is I've always trusted the process. The first month I was super iffy about it. I would message my friends. I'd be like, okay, the scale isn't moving like I thought it was going to move. I'm doing all this hard. Sorry, that was Cash. He's trying to call me. He's sending me like a million messages from his gizmo. But trusting the process is so important. So those were the products I added in. I added in collagen. I switched to the Hunger Control Slim. I added in Metaburn and Balance. And then I've always taken our vitamins and our gut health system. So I've always used those. Okay, he's going to keep calling me, so let me tell Josh to call him so he stops bugging me. And then I will check comments for questions, and I will answer those. And just give me 1 second, guys. Hey, Josh, Cash, please call you. Okay, so I'm just going to check the comments for questions here. If anybody has any questions, just drop them in the comments, and I'll go ahead and answer them. When you have Active Slim Collagen right before you close your window, does it? No, it doesn't affect my sleep. I sleep really good. If Active affects you, then have that sooner, but no, it doesn't affect me. I have a very high caffeine tolerance. Before Plexus, I would take like Rip Feel. It like made your heart race really bad. So I've got a really high caffeine tolerance. I took a lot of bad over-the-counter products before Plexus, and I'm so glad I don't take those. I took a lot of Hydroxycut, and that never did anything. So it doesn't affect me, but if it affects you, then, you know, just have it between your 2 large meals then. So what I do is now, here's another thing. You have to sacrifice a meal when you're doing this. It doesn't mean I'm eating less calories. I just have 2 large meals instead of three balanced out meals. So have your first meal, in between those 2 meals, have your Slim Active Collagen, and I always have it with a snack because that really helps fill me up. And you want to drink your Slim over 30 minutes because those polydextrose fibers are going to expand and they're going to help you feel really full. So have your Slim, have a snack with it, and that's how I do that. But have that between your 2 meals if an hour before you close is too late in the day. So yes, you need to order Active, Sandra. Absolutely, that stuff is amazing. I'm just checking comments here. I don't see any more comments, but you guys are so nice. I inspire you, Bobby. So if you're watching this on a replay, go ahead and feel free to drop your comments. Okay, what do I typically eat at lunch? Oh my gosh, you guys, this is great. Okay, so this isn't about what you eat. I eat the average American diet. I probably should eat better, but I do. So for breakfast, I really need to work on getting in more fruits and vegetables. Thank goodness I got Plexus to help me balance out those nutritional gaps, but I eat, for breakfast is my biggest meal. It's about 900 calories, but I like to have like bagels with cream cheese. I'll have like a big egg burrito. Maybe I'll have a shake with it. So the shakes for me, for Plexus, they replace a meal, but for me, they don't replace a meal. I'll have one with a meal, and all those vitamins and nutrients in them, they're just amazing, and they taste so good. So a lot of times I'll have that shake with a meal, just because I think they taste good and I like the vitamin or the nutrients in them. So, but it really isn't about what you eat, it's about when you eat. So just keep that in mind. And at first I did count calories and I tried to stay in a range because I just wanted to make sure I was eating enough. So if you're looking to kind of check your calories, use the app Lose It. You can put in your weight, your height, and it'll just kind of tell you what your range will be. If you're one of those people that needs pen to paper and needs to write things down, I was that way for a long time. I'm very type A. I did Weight Watchers for a long time, and you know, with that you have to do all the tracking and stuff with the food. So that was really ingrained into me for a long time. This is the first time I haven't really had to feel like I had to measure everything all the time because that just gets exhausting, you know? So it really isn't about what you eat, it's about when you eat, but obviously you want to try to have balanced meals as well. So I'm going to go through the comments here. Thank you for all your help. You're welcome. What time? So when I first started, I did 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., but now I always open up at 9 a.m. because I just like to get some food in my system in the morning. It just helps me out. And then I'll do breakfast. A couple hours later, I'll have my Slim Active Collagen, and then I'll close with a large, like, late lunch. So, and then I'm just not even hungry for the rest of the day. So, no, I do not use Slim right away in the morning. I always eat first, and then I have my Slim. So that is kind of what I do. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I feel like I'm missing a ton of stuff to share with you, but it really is so easy, just taking the products every day, eating in an 8-hour window, and the clean fast. I cannot stress clean fast enough. If you are on my team and you are not clean fasting, I will definitely yell at you. Here's the reason why. For me, I had to set boundaries. I would snack throughout the night, but we all know that those calories eat up. So when 6 o'clock hits for the day, you know, when I first started, I was done. That was it. There was no gray area. It was very black and white, and I just had to set those boundaries. And that was really good for me, and that was something that I needed to do. So I don't even remember what I was talking about now. This is live, so I'm human. But setting those boundaries, it really helped for me, and just with that mindless snacking, because we know that all adds up. Oh, the clean fast, that's what I was talking about. So let's say even if you have lemon in your water, we know that that's 0 calories, but your brain doesn't know that it's 0 calories, so it's going to release insulin, and you want your insulin to get really low when you're fasting, because then your body turns from being a sugar burner to a fat burner, and you want to be a fat burner. So cheating of any kind really doesn't work with this at all. But not cheating and sticking with it, you're gonna have the most amazing, beautiful results ever. And of course, using Plexus, because these are the best products on the earth. And that's about all I have. Clean fast. Oh, thank you for reminding me of that. But that was all I have, you guys. Almost 90 pounds. I'm going for 100. Isn't that crazy? I'm 39 years old. I was always told your metabolism slows down when you get old. You might want to lose the weight in your 20s while you're young, or you have to eat every 2 hours, or you have to exercise, or you have to eat breakfast, or you're going to kill your metabolism. None of those things are true. So if just drop the questions in the comments, and we will chat with all of you later. It's been so fun. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.